Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So with ADA, we are following the downside further. Note how the descending trend line in yellow has kept the downtrend intact. I've been telling you now for many days that as long as we don't break out above this very well defined yellow trend line, the downtrend will remain intact. This has also been the case, especially here since we broke out of the triangle to the downside. That was also an expected move. And with these triangles, there's always a little bit the question of definition. How do I count the triangle? But typically target-wise for such a triangle, as per Elliott wave, you extend out the A wave and the AC line and the BD line. You go to the beginning of the triangle. Now there's a bit of an argument where exactly is the beginning. Let's just pick this, and then you add it to the end of the E wave, and that would have taken us down, well, pretty much where we are now, 31.6 cents. I think that's a level we might have talked about before. Pretty sure it was in one of the videos. We are there now. From that point of view, the minimum expectations for this fifth wave are basically fulfilled. The question is just this fifth wave here, the last wave of that ending wave 5. How much longer is that going to extend out? I did warn you yesterday that while we also have on the micro level enough waves to count this move down complete. So basically we've got several things. We hit our target area for the wave 2. Check. We have a complete ABC structure, check, with 5 waves in yellow. If we go into the fifth wave in yellow, we can also count 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check. And in the fifth wave, we can also count 5, more or less, okay? So all of that indicates that we are here probably close to a low, but that we need to still keep downside expectations alive. So that means primarily, as long as we don't break out of the yellow trend line to the upside, we need to be focused on the downside. I mean, this is now the first time really that I've been telling you since we dropped below that third wave that the low could be in here. But still, the pullbacks so far to the upside have been, or the bounces have been corrective in nature. So there is not yet, we can't make the call yet that the low is in, but we need to be watching now. I mean, that time is now. The fifth wave I'm currently looking at as a possible ending diagonal, an expanding diagonal. As I said in yesterday's video, in an expanding diagonal, these wave 5s can often be the longest ones. That's why yesterday I highlighted to you we still need to expect further downside, because the fifth wave, especially in an ending expanding diagonal, they are often the longest ones. And I'm still of the view that there is, that we need to expect here possibly the 30.6 cent level as the next target. And we could just follow that yellow trend line further down to that 30.6 cent level. A lot of altcoins are currently in their wave 2 support areas, trend reversal areas, and they're approaching their 61.8 fips or even lower. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a rebound at some point here. What other ways can we use? Any other ways of measuring? Let's see. We can use, for example, for targets. I mean, there are various ways how you can use the fib levels here and to calculate targets. I mean, we can use, for example, wave 1. So when we go with wave 1 and we go to the high of the fourth, then a key target would be, first of all, the 1-to-1 ratio. Now that was reached already at 32 cents. The next target would be 30.7. That's the 1.618 extension, very much in line with the 61.8 retracement. So that's not an additional target. It's made mainly confluence around this area. Another way of doing it is to take the length of 1 through 3 and go to the high of the fourth wave. And what we then typically would be able to do is to look for the 61.8 extension. We've reached that now. That's probably also why we get a bounce from here. And here the 1-to-1 ratio would be 29.7 cents. So that's one possible target. There's various ways. I can even look here into the, let's say, the micro structure. Could argue, okay, what about this wave 1 or even waves 1 through 3? But then you get to a point where you get just too many. In the end, they all point, but also here 1-to-1 ratio to that level here. and the 1.618 to around 30 cents. So there are various levels Either way, you can choose to watch them all, but it probably, you know, it needs a lot of effort. Or you just look at this support area, look at the main Fibonacci retracements. In the end, it all points towards the green box, okay? And at the moment, downside is still preferred as long as we stay below the yellow trend line, and especially the orange trend line of the expanding diagonal. However, be aware that this could bottom very, very shortly. Bitcoin and Ethereum are still expected to make slightly lower lows. So also here, that would be in line to look at a little bit more downside on the ADA chart as well. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.